It's reported that Mel C, better known as Sporty Spice, is urging the other Spice Girls to get singing lessons before they head out on tour.
The shade is real.
It's been a decade, and she's like, hey, if we're going to do this, I'm only doing it if everybody has gone through the proper tutelage to get back to where they were a decade ago when they last performed at the 2012 London Olympics. Your guys' thoughts?
Like this sounds so shady at first. It's like, you guys need to go get singing lessons, but I think it actually comes from a really good place. She wants them to be the best that they can be, and if this is, you know, obviously they're the Spice Girls, but if they haven't performed together, haven't done the tour thing in quite a while, you know, I mean, everything gets a little rusty after a while. You gotta like keep those skills on lock.
Just to clarify too, the image we saw, that was Scary Spice, but we're talking about Sporty Spice is the one that's on this. Not Mel B, it's Mel C.
Let me see who we got up here. Which one is that?
It's the dark-haired one on the far right. That is Sporty Spice, and she's the one. And look, it's worth saying too, she's doing this because she's the only one who still has a solo singing career. So she's ready to do this, and she doesn't want to jeopardize her music by saying, hey, guys, I've been doing this. You've all taken on other ventures. You're successful, but I need you to get back to singing. Otherwise, that's going to hurt my career. So I respect it.
Hey, that's real. I mean, it's blunt. Show business can be blunt at times. So I've been meaning to tell you guys something.
What's that?
I think that you need to go to talking coaching.
We're working on it.
We're doing that.
We're working on it.
Talking coaching.
Before you sit up at the desk with us.
Talking lessons.
Talking. You guys need to learn talking.
It didn't really help me very much. Are you okay with that?
Felicia.
Let me ask you this. Better question.
You don't need any help in that department.
I talk too much, right? Would you guys go see the Spice Girls perform? In 2018,
probably
where we are
not.
now?
Probably not.
I mean, I like a couple early Spice Girls songs. I would go if someone gave me tickets, but I probably wouldn't spend the money myself. What about you, Jordan?
I've never
Big
really,
Spice Girls fan, right?
I never. You know what? When I was growing up, I had a crush on all of them, every one of them.
Oh, okay.
But I'm an adult now, and I just feel like I'm like Posh. Like Posh said, she ain't going for it. She's an adult now. She's not about to put on a cat suit and sing these rah-rah songs. I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm not going to pay for a ticket.
When I used to babysit my siblings, I'm the oldest of 4 kids, and I would have them all dress up as different Spice Girls, and we'd like make videos performing. So I don't know, maybe I should go.
There you go. All right. How about the awkwardness of iPad tipping, everybody? More and more when you're settling that bill and all you've ordered is a coffee or a croissant, and then they flap that little iPad around at you, and it asks for a 15, 20, or 25% tip. They've done nothing, though, in that moment. Do you feel guilted to tip? It's not like they've waited on your table, giving you service. They're literally going behind the counter and grabbing what you've ordered, and yet still they're prompting you for a tip. Are you ever guilted into paying?
No.
I used to feel really guilted. I used to always feel like, oh, well, if it's asking me, then I think that means I'm supposed to tip. But now it's like, unless you're making me a latte or you're giving me a smile or you're like making the connection a little bit personal, I don't feel like I need to do it. But if you are doing those things, like I'm going to give you at least my change, if not like $1. But what I like to do often is hit the 0 on the tip, like the iPad thing, and then put $1 in cash so that they're like, yeah.
Oh, so you want them to see it?
I like them.
That kind of reminds me of a Seinfeld episode. Take a look here.
And I always take care of my paisano. So here's a little something.
Antonio! Sì! Vieni qua! Questa miserabile pattone di casa!
No, sono andato qua! Aspetta, guarda! Hey! Hey! You steal my money? No, you don't understand. I wasn't trying to take it out. I know what you're trying to do. No, get out there. Don't come back here again ever. No. I pledge you.
So there you have it. That's Carly Costanza putting the tip in. He didn't see it, so he tried to pull it back out to then put it in again.
And I really like when they say, oh, thank you. Or they seem like it's like unexpected.
Yeah,
oh,
to be appreciated.
Yeah.
So, okay, here's my rule with this. And we got to be clear. This is for when you are paying electronically. Usually it's not at like a fancy sit-down restaurant. So let's be clear, because I think we all pretty much tip at a fancy sit-down restaurant, right? Or not so fancy sit-down restaurant. Yeah. But that's because we know that those servers, they're only getting like that small hourly minimum, that minimum wage that's not even like the rate. It's like $4 or $5, $6 here in Illinois. That's what servers are making an hour versus the hourly wage people at like a Starbucks who they would be getting obviously more. So I think we should not tip in that instance.
There you go. That's interesting. The only time I'll tip in that situation is if it's a place I support. Like it's a place that I've been going to for a long time, and I know the people there, and they've been good to me in other circumstances. I want to see their business thrive, so I continue to go there.
Yeah.
So maybe then I'll give them
That's true. I like that. I like what you said, a personal touch. If you see somebody going out of their way and they're really rocking their job, like a little thank you goes a long way.
Yeah.
Ignoring and other issues may keep one partner in a relationship awake. But does that mean sleeping in separate bedrooms are good for a relationship?
I think
Do you
it's
subscribe
bad.
to this?
Don't do it. Don't do it. I think it's bad. I think it's easy to get too comfortable being apart. I would say
Interesting.
that's the warning. Don't get comfortable.
So you do not endorse this at all?
I never endorse getting comfortable in a relationship. Like, you should always be working to change something, to improve something.
Especially getting comfortable being apart, even more
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I
That's a
feel
great
like,
take.
I mean, sleep is a health thing. So if you can do something to improve it, if your health is being negatively impacted, say your partner's tossing and turning, first of all, I'd say try to get a king-size bed with a hybrid or memory foam mattress because that's been a game changer. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do for your health, right? So
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Look,
That's not a permanent solution for your relationship.
it's also not helping the person who's snoring. They should probably go get a sleep test done
Hey,
because they probably
you
have an
go.
issue that's a health issue. And if you
Yeah.
put them in another room and they continue to persist like that, it could be a healthy, a dangerous thing where they don't wake up one time and they're in an entirely different room.
Yeah.
There's one rule that we have in our relationship, and I didn't subscribe to it in the very beginning, but I've come around on it. It's, well, for one, never go to sleep angry. So that's one thing. But then also,
hard.
we
That
go
is
to bed. We go to bed at the same time every night, and so it's such a small thing, but it goes very far. Now maybe one of us is going to stay up later than the other one, but both of us can fall asleep with the TV on. So maybe I'm really tired. She'll go to bed with me. She'll watch TV, but I'll go to sleep. And it's such a small thing, but as you look back on it, it brings you closer because it's that end of the day, we're ending it together, and we're going
Yeah.
to start the next day
I think
together.
that's
It's very
ideal.
symbolic.
That's
That's
really-
not possible for my family and our work schedules and everything, but I think that's the point. Like, what does your relationship need to be brought together?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
feel like for us, it's not ideal either. That's just one of those immense sacrifices we make, and I'm sure in your relationship, there's some immense sacrifices you make
Yeah.
that aren't that one. That's one that we use.
Yeah, I go to bed at 6 p.m. every night, so my boyfriend,
He's not gonna
I
be
don't
like-
feel like he needs to have to come do that. Because y'all, we get up early over
I think
here.
that's a jam session topic. 6 p.m. you're going
I
to
mean,
sleep.
ideally 6 or 7. Latest is like 7:30 because I get up at 2 a.m.
She's
for
new
this
to this.
job,
We got-
guys.
we gotta
Pretty
get on that
crazy.